What is going on to you, Leo? So you have the Knight of Cups, the Two of Cups, and then you have the Two of Wands. So you Leos for 2024, you will be getting to know new people. I'm gonna say this right now. You will end up having to dub a lot of other people, though. You're gonna get to know a lot of other people. You have the Knight of Cups, and then you have the Two of Cups, right? So you have your chance to get to know a lot of other people, mingle, get to know, right? Getting to see a lot of different faces. Some of these people gonna be fly. Some of these people gonna be bad. They're gonna be very attractive physically. But the Two of Wands is you're gonna see that a lot of them have some control issues. They have serious control issues already. Some of them may be barking some orders at you on the first date that the two of you hang out, or when the two of you actually hang out with one another, they're going to be barking orders at you or telling you what to do, or, telling you how to move. And the Eight of Wands and the Six of Swords is about how you Leos, you may feel like you have to shut it down. That will be your first instinct, but don't even shut it down. If you ask me, continue out with the date or whatever. If it gets truly frustrating, you can kind of break the date right then and there. But if you can thug it out up until the date is over. Block their number, delete their number. Delete their number or block their number or whatever, and keep it moving. Because ultimately, if they're giving you that much of a hard time, you've already seen it from the very beginning. So you shouldn't give it another try and keep it perpetuating, because if you hang out with them enough, it's only going to be a certain matter of time before they think of themselves, quote unquote, as being too good for you, and they're going to essentially get all up on your nerves and try to mess with you and try to, because they think that they know better than you, and they think that they're going to know better than you what it is that you need and how you Leos can step your game up and be better, right? It's always in the delusion of a person who is thinking that they know more than you, even though you yourself are the ones in your own situation, but you know how they are. So the Page of Cups and the Temperance is all about how you Leos have to understand, because of this, that don't take it personally. These are people who are really lost. They don't know how to be in a relationship at all. Most people don't have relationship experience at all. Most people have never really been in a relationship, and they don't really have relationship experience. So they don't even know where to turn or for references what they should be doing. So because of this, you have the Temperance and the Ten of Pentacles, okay? And these two cards right here are all about how, since that's the case, you Leos really do need to take into consideration what it is that you need to do. You should be looking for the Ten of Pentacles, a person, a person that very much so is interested in a solid relationship with you, and just in general, really with anyone that they can be with, that they're into, whatever they're into. And you're looking for someone that you could be in a relationship with, right, for longevity, okay? Someone that is a stable relationship that can be sustained over a long time. And the Temperance is that you're going to have to use your wisdom, right? Is this something that you want? If it is, then you Leos are going to have to date for that. Don't try to smash around at the same time that you're trying to look, okay? That will muddy the waters. You'll make it very much so difficult for you to kind of understand, because you're essentially dating from two mating systems. You're looking to smash, right, which is one mating system. You don't really want any commitment. You just want some recreational fun. But then at the same time, if you do that alongside trying to date long term, they are diametrically opposed to one another, right? One is just for short-term fun and not really going to last for a certain amount of time, and the other one represents longevity, right? And and endurance. So you don't need endurance when it comes to a relationship that you don't have to be um, with them for a very long time, right? You just have your recreational fun, and then, like, have, that's another thing too. Whenever it is that you Leos are going to have recreational fun, right? It cannot be at the same time, like I said, when it comes to dating for longevity, but also you have to know when to set a timeline for how long you're going to be looking for some tail. So if you know that you want some tail and you're dating to get some, do not essentially date, or do not do it for a long time. What I suggest you do is go into it knowing that you just want to be romantic with this person, if you catch my drift. You just want something short term with this person, short term. So a few months, don't make it a year or any of that type of stuff. A year and all that type of stuff. That's a little bit too long if you ask me. Then it starts to look like a relationship, even though it's not. It starts to look like one because it's a little bit too long, And once again, this is why I say that short-term recreational fun is not long-term, because most people, especially when they get themselves thinking that they're getting into a relationship, they will move in with the person 2 months in, 3 months in, 4 months in, 6 months in. Remember what it is I said, to put things into perspective. A year is 12 months, you see. So if you having recreational fun for a year, that's kind of a long time, right? When it comes to recreation, because what is the frequency of what you're doing? Are you doing it twice a month, once a month, 3 times a month? That's a lot. That's a lot to be spending it on some short-term fun. You understand what I'm saying? Because it's supposed to be short-term. So if a year is 12 months, I would suggest, like, the way that I would go into it, I would go into it a month, maybe 2 months, the latest 4 months. You know what I mean? Before at the latest. And I would already understand that I'm not going into this thing way longer than a year. I would be looking at it to dip up on out for a month, maybe 2, right? And if the person decides that they don't want to give me recreational fun, and they know that that's why it is and I'm here, then yeah, only a month or less than a month. How much leeway am I going to give them for not giving them what it is that I want in the first place, right? So that's what I would suggest to you, right? Understand your dating strategy. The 7 of Cups and the Knight of Wands represents, and remember that a lot of you Leos have options. To you Leos that have options, right? To you Leos that have more than one person that are interested in you, okay? Again, understand your dating strategy. What are you looking for? For you Leos that may not necessarily have anybody, but you're looking for that particular person, you still have value too, and you still have options. You just have options in a different way. Just understand, for you Leos, that don't let anybody, for this year, right, as you're meeting new people, don't let anybody boss you around and tell you what to do and make you feel down about that or any of that type of stuff, okay? The Knight of Wands is about you, Leos, understanding that, and if a person doesn't mix well with you, you can always leave them alone. And as long as you have value and you have the ability to bring value into another person's life, no matter how old you get, no matter whatever your age is, there'll be somebody that likes you. You understand what I'm saying? It's not necessarily over. You can always meet someone new. You just have to take that into consideration. But you a lot of you Leos are probably still young. You're probably in your 20s, you know what I'm saying? So use this time wisely. Let's clarify the Knight of Wands. Use this time wisely. So to clarify, the Knight of Wands is you have the Judgment, Queen of Pentacles, the Two of Cups, and the Queen of Swords. So once again, you know, anybody that will give you a difficult time, make things difficult, leave them alone. They're a waste of your time. Anyone that, you know, tries to get you to jump through hoops, immediately dub them. It's a waste of your time. The Two of Cups and the Queen of Swords, but don't overdub. You know what I mean? Don't, you know, don't overdub, right? Where you just nitpicking and just running through potentials just because anything. You want to actually have a real justifiable reason why you don't rock with this person, okay? They're wasting your time. They don't have good character. This is why it is I say that the people that you are unsure about, take a little bit of time to actually get to know them, and then figure their character out. And then once you sum up their character and they turn out to be a Keisha, dysfunctional, or whatever the case may be, or Karen, or whatever, a Chad, a Brad, whatever it is, right? Leave them alone. You know, once you determine for yourself that this isn't something that you would want, okay? Because they don't determine if you Leos are important or not at the end of the day. And you don't want to overdub. This is what too many people do. They overdo it, right? They'll oh, well, you know, your sweatshirt doesn't, you know, your sweater doesn't match, you know what I mean, the house shorts that you're wearing and stuff like this, the hooping shorts that you're wearing. And it's like, but they kind of do though, you know what I mean? So don't let anybody disrespect you, you know. Other than that, you Leos got it. Peace.